Well, good afternoon, guys. I've got an absolute incredible review for you today. It's been a while. Um, this is something completely different for me. So, as you can see, it's a Class 50 in GBRf, and of course, it is Heljan's O-Gauge Class 50 model. Absolutely stunning. When this arrived, I just cannot believe the size of these models. Absolutely incredible. So I've already had two O-Gauge locomotives, never used them. So I bought a large Logo Class 50 about a year ago, and they were re-releasing them, and I wanted 50036, which is what I was going to make mine into, but they were already releasing one, so I thought, well, I'll sell mine and then I'll just buy one when it comes out. So this is part of the first run. KMS are doing a second run of this one and 50007 Hercules. But since then, they've now renumbered the locomotive again, so they're gonna have to make another model. So I might hold fire on that one. We don't know yet. So anyway, this is completely new. The other thing I got is an O-Gauge Western Envoy, which I won't be selling. That one I will keep. That will be a cabinet display. Hopefully this one will be the one that gets to be used. So it's going to be sent off to Coastal DCC for its DCC sound installation, which I'm sure is going to be absolutely amazing, because I have watched videos of these things once fitted and they are incredible. Okay, so if you look further down in my videos, I've already reviewed the double O-Gauge version of 50049 and 50007. You're gonna have to excuse the wind noise. I've got to turn the fan on, it's so hot. Let me just move that away, try and limit the noise. Okay, so you got all this box and wrapping. Heljan, that's the original box that was delivered in, and it comes on this amazing plinth. Just move the camera a bit. Okay, sorry about that. Right, so where do we start with this model? Well, we'll have a look at the book. Pretty self-explanatory, really. Please read the instructions before using your model. Okay, so brief history on the Class 50, operating your Class 50, and telling you, as the Hornby model, the MU socket, or MU, well, it is an MU cable, the ETH cable must be removed prior to removing the body. Electric train heating, sorry. And then there's a parts list on the back. Hopefully you won't need them, but Heljan are good and they do give you a parts list. Okay, so this thing is bloody enormous. Okay, so I'll move it round. It's on my bed because I just didn't know where to put it. Right, let's move the camera down. It's on a tripod, so come on, down we go. Ooh. That might be low enough. Yeah, that's low enough, isn't it? Sorry, should have done all this before I started recording me. There we go. Okay, so there she is. This thing is absolutely stunning. I love them. I love it. Okay, so I'm not one of them people that's got a pointer or a pen, so I'm just going to use my hand. And here we are. Just look at this thing. It is a piece of art. Okay, so got a little ding there, but I can't be too fussy. So these are quite expensive. The KMS ones are 699 quid. 699 quid, you know, it's fucking crazy. Sorry, excuse my language. This one was 666, so it was still enough. Just recently won it off eBay, and the guy who sold it is really nice. You know, so he was selling quite a few things. Right, so we've got separately fitted hand irons, or handrails, sorry. We have got lamp irons down here, cables, wipers, lovely glazing. We've got amazing cab detail. You probably can't quite see it here, but just if you look through this door, you can see the edge of the wheel. That's the brake wheel, I believe. You can see that. Sprung buffers, absolutely enormous, like the size of my finger, the end of it. Steps that are less likely to fall off than they do on the Hornby models, as can be found. And yeah, so we've got little warning labels. All the lights work. This one is DCC ready, not DC fitted, but like I say, I'm gonna send it off to Coastal to be fitted, because you can't have one of these without having sound, in my opinion. Okay, so it's got directional lighting, tail lights and main light, and the marker lights work as well, I believe. This one has had the plows fitted, as it should, because 50049 has got plows, so they have been fitted to a high standard. Got all our pipe work. We've got our link coupling as well. Lovely. Right, you're probably all thinking, what, this guy knows nothing about air gauge. Well, you're right, I don't. It's a learning curve, definitely for me. So if you've got anything you want to say to me, just add it in the comments below. I won't be offended. Okay, so we'll start at this end. Right, a lot of people complain about the livery application. My opinion is the orange is not vibrant enough. Maybe it's because it's a plastic model and it's different to the actual thing. If you look in this video, on my phone, the orange looks orange. Now here, the real thing, touching my finger, it looks very pale. So as you're watching this video, you will notice that the orange is brighter on the camera than what it is from me looking from behind the camera. So either way, I love it the way it is. It's a Marmite livery. You either love it or you don't. A lot of people don't like it. They think they spoiled it, but I think it's just keeping something going that doesn't deserve to be parked up. And it's being sponsored by GBRf. Okay, so right, so we've got separately fitted handrails. They are separate, metal. Doors don't open like they do on the Hornby model, which is great. We hate them I hate them doors, because sometimes in the factory they're fitted not very well and they're sort of ajar, or there's a gap down here. Leave it. Why do you need the cab door to open? You don't. This is perfect. Thank you, Heljan. Lovely. Okay, so you can see the radiator fan. You can just see it there. This does operate. It will be digitally operated once the chip is fitted. The grills, okay, Hornby got a step up on the grills. I can't really compare this to a double go gauge model because it's completely different, I know. Obviously the grills move on the Hornby model. It's more to go wrong. These are still very nice, but they're just, etched. They're not actually functional. Okay, so moving the model along, we have got something here, but I can't read it. Hang on, let me see if I can read it. Danger, keep clear of shutter. Right, danger, keep clear of shutter blades, which is quite nice. You've got your information board, the fleet number, lovely underside detail, painted bearing caps and painted springs, really very nice. And of course you've got the bogie chains here. It's just really nice. With an O gauge model you get so much more than what you do on a double O gauge, because it's bigger, they can do more with it, and I think that's fantastic. Okay, so we'll move it along. So we've got Defiance. It's obviously only printed on there, but you can buy etched plates, because I've been looking for headboards for this model, which I can't seem to get any, but there we are. Moving along, so we've got a GBRf. This is printed really nicely on the model. I think it looks as near to the actual real one as possible. A lot of people said the Hornby one wasn't as accurate. I'm not going to argue. I think the Hornby model is nice, but it is what it is, isn't it? Okay, so we'll move it around to this side. Let's move it back slightly. It's a bit dusty, but I think that's just from where it's been in the packaging. It's absolutely immaculate. There's a few dust bits here and there, but I'm just being picky. Okay, so moving on to this end, it's no different to the other. We've still got them lovely sprung buffers. You've got your screw link coupling, snow play, power cables and brake hoses, both steps which are present, which aren't broken. The only thing did forget to mention on this side, I think, if someone will correct me if I'm wrong, this is the speed generator cable. That's obviously fitted only on one side to there. So spinning it around, nothing's really different. But just still got a very beautiful model. Extra radiator grille fans here. I can't remember what they're for. I don't actually know what they're for. Don't know what's down this end. I'll have to have a look. Anyway, so absolutely amazing. I'm sort of gobsmacked really. Don't really know how to go into full detail with everything. I think I wasted enough of everyone's time. Like I say, they're bringing another one out. I'm hoping to get a stretcher track laid in the garden. I just wanted something a bit different. It's going to be a straight bit of track. Nothing special about it. Just the end to end. It'll be digital. Hopefully going to build a little garden shed for it to run into and have a lot of switching yard. Come out, run along. There is a promise that there'll be 2 flatbed wagons to carry drinks. Mrs. said, yeah, you can have one if it can bring me a beer. Alright, fair enough. I'm sure this mighty beast will bring more than just a beer. The power these things have got. So they've got 2 5-pole motors. Yeah, all-wheel pickup. Yeah, so it's quite an interesting hobby, O-gauge, because there aren't really loads on it. If anyone wants to add some handy tips below, I would really appreciate it, because I'm not on Facebook. I tried looking online, and I like watching other people's videos, and I just think they're amazing. There's a couple of people that have got battery operated locomotives as a backup, and I think that's absolutely amazing. Roof detail is quite simple, but then it probably is on a real thing. You can't really go into too much detail. You're not going to want all these flaps to open. You've got 4 exhaust ports, a vent here, and just sort of lines and rivets. I think there's plenty enough detail on this model, and I think it's absolutely amazing. I'm very excited to get into this side of the modelling, because this model is absolutely stunning. Anyway, I'm going to leave you to it. I took up 13.5 minutes of your time. Here's a quick look around Heljan's Class 50049 in GBRf. This is the first run. As I say, KMS are doing a second release of these wonderful GBRf Class 50s. And as you can see on YouTube, they're still going around doing rail charters, and unfortunately upsetting everyone and scrapping the Mark III HST coaches from EMR and LNER, which are EMR coaches. Anyway, so here we have it. Thank you for watching. Like I say, please, if you are an O-gauge modeler and you are watching this, and there's any useful tips, you know, like I say, I want to build that straight bit of track, have a little bit of something in the garden, just a bit of fun, you know, for the kids as well. Obviously this is not a toy. I have tried saying that to my missus. This is not a toy. They are very expensive, but I mean, they can watch it and enjoy it, hopefully. So anyway, have a good day, guys. Stay cool out there in this really hot weather, but thanks for your time and take care.